I'm the community curator for the space, kind of like a community manager. I help oversee our membership, events, and communications. Our guest speaker will introduce himself later, but Reid is in brackets for good. And how about we start from here?
I'm Jed Royer. How are you? We're Challenge Star right up the street.
Likewise, I'm your initial student, Challenge Star as well.
I'm Alex. I work for Sept.
I'm Tasha Sanderson. I work for Lee.
I'm Phyllis Simpkins. I work officially for the fire department,
Okay.
but I own my youth cultural arts program.
What is it? What's it?
The name of it is Majestics Youth and Arts Academy.
I'm Brittany Garcia. I'm with City of Miami.
Oh, cool. I have a feeling you guys are doing a very good job with this. Okay, cool. Well, let's see here.
If you speak to him, you have to speak close to the laptop.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Brian, is my volume up on the laptop?
Volume is up on the laptop, and Reid will be coming out of the speakers. And I'm gonna stop our video feed just to save some screen space.
But we can still hear him, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, fantastic.
haha, we sound the same. Okay.
Is everyone having a breakfasty stuff? There's coffee in the other room if you want. Coffee? Yeah, come here.
For 24 hours, I need some coffee.
One day we'll put more hours in the
As
day.
soon as you come back with your coffee,
That would have more coffee.
We got another 10 minutes. Another neighbor coming.
Oh, yeah.
The city of Miami.
City here in Miami. It's an education.
I'll send it here.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get you. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did we change the password?
I don't think so.
Just
Says
says
reconnected.
it says you logged out. Password change.
Oh yeah, I've been using them on one. I had to work myself on it. But now that I'm queuing up all those things, now I'm on Facebook. I use the Instagram one for like in the moment.
Yeah.
Is this the platform where he said he changed it to you? Good morning.
Alright. So let's get this party started. Wait, Lupe, sit in the front. This is Lupe, she's one of our staff. Hey, Lupe.
Good morning.
Okay, so we'll get started. So Reid is going to go into detail about why you're here. But outside, I'll leave little sheets that have the registration link on it. That way you can take it on your way out. And a quick announcement about another kind of fundraising opportunity that LEAP is actually a part of, the 5K Park Fest. Do you want to make an announcement about sort of go support LEAP? No?
They're not going.
Huh?
They're not going.
They're not
Shouldn't they?
participating?
No.
Oh no. Okay, well there's some other of our members participating and it should be a really cool event. I'll leave these little postcard thingies outside. Is City Year participating? No? Okay.
I haven't heard of it, but.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. Well, the center will be there, have a little table, so I'll leave these outside. And I will just pass it on to Reid right now. Have we shared on the center page about Facebook Live?
You're live on Facebook, asking whether we're live on Facebook.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
So bring it here when you're saying we got it.
Okay, so I haven't looked at our Facebook page. Okay, so Reid, take it away. Can you hear me?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I couldn't hear you guys super clear, so, yeah, if you need to get my attention or you need to, if you have to stop me, yeah, speak really loudly into the microphone. Well, cool. So thank you, first off, Brian. We learned this morning that Brian and I have the exact same voice. I hadn't met Brian today, until today. So shout out to Brian. Thanks for the tech support this morning. And Naomi, thank you for kind of getting this set up. Really stoked to meet you guys and stoked about the Miami Practice for Kids tournament. I'm excited to tell you guys a little bit more about it today. My plan this morning is to tell you a little bit about Practice for Good, show you kind of what the tournament's going to look like, and then kind of open it up to questions. So I guess without further ado, I'll jump in. So Practice for Good, we're a nonprofit like you in the room. Our goal is to help other nonprofits raise new funds, meet new donors, and increase your marketing capacity. So before I talk more about the tournament and what it'll look like, I figured I'd talk a little bit about why we did this. So we really believe that the world becomes a better place as more people get involved in philanthropy. You and your organizations are doing incredible work in your communities, but not enough people know about what you're doing. And so we had this crazy idea. We see how much excitement is raised during the annual men's college basketball tournament. And we said, wow, that's really cool, that's really powerful. How can we take that and turn that into social good? How can we use that excitement and help people and communities learn about small nonprofits that are doing really great things to support that community, and kind of that pursuit is where we started, kind of what Practice for Good was born out of. So before I show the demo, I just want to give a little history on Practice for Good, just so you guys are aware. We like to say we're the only sport for nonprofit. It's competitive giving where everybody wins. And so I'll explain what the tournament looks like a little bit in further detail. I want to share this real fast for the demo because this is kind of what the tournament will look like in Miami. Brian, I'm getting some echo.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
It's echoing in here.
Okay.
It's fuzzy sounding. Can we turn it down?
Yeah, we can turn it down.
Let's hear that again.
Or maybe we
Yeah,
can
you
mute
can.
him? Can we somehow mute him and then he won't hear himself?
Well, the problem is that we won't hear.
Oh,
Yeah, we can't mute him.
okay. So I guess we turn it down. Try it again?
It's the whatever, that sounds like the quality of the microphone that he's using. I mean, it's probably the best sound that we're gonna get.
Reid, can you talk again?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
You can turn it down even more.
Alright, say that again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that better? Is it when it's less loud?
Is that better for you?
It is better for me, yeah.
We put them up to the speaker.
Yeah, but then he's gonna hear
No, but
himself
you put him
more.
away from the microphone.
Yeah, he needs to be
Yeah.
further away. There we go. Just let it be. Yeah. Okay. So let's try it now.
Okay, we'll keep going here.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's kind of a quick history about brackets. So we started in 2012. Our first tournament, we had to beg 8 nonprofits to participate with us. It was a really small tournament. Brackets were given 10% volunteer run, and we raised $32,000 for participating nonprofits. In 2013, we doubled. 60 nonprofits participated. $85,000 was raised. And then in 2014, still brackets was 100% volunteer run, so it does that. And I mean, it's really
Really
a
bad?
echoey.
Okay. Brian, turn it down even more, I guess.
We're not gonna be able to hear him if it's lower, and the live feed certainly won't.
Okay. Can he? Can you ask it? Can
Are
he
you
mute
getting-
us? Can he mute us?
Yeah, I was gonna say he could.
Yeah,
if
if
he's
you-
gonna talk, just have him take the headphones off, and we can text him. Continue to message him to them.
That's true, yeah. Reid, can you mute yourself? Or no,
Yeah.
that doesn't
Mute
make sense.
us,
Or sorry,
mute
mute,
us.
yeah, mute us.
Until it's question time.
So if he
He's
mutes,
just facing the computer.
but if he mutes his sound out of his computer, then he doesn't hear him. So he just-
Because you're getting an echo of yourself through your headphones, right?
You should be facing.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So go ahead and mute us.
Or yeah, take the headphones partly off. Or
Because we just need to hear you until the Q&A.
Yeah.
Say that again.
We just need to hear you until the Q&A. So we
Okay,
just,
cool.
yeah, we just won't talk.
Cool. All right. So 2014, 2015, we launched Brackets for Good in a new city. So we had an Indianapolis tournament, and then we had a Louisville tournament as well. So 128 nonprofits participated, and nearly $1 million was raised. And so up until this point, Brackets for Good was a 100% volunteer run. Shortly after this tournament, we hired one staff person, which is my colleague, the executive director, Matt McIntyre. And then 2016, just because of the success of the Brackets for Good in Indianapolis and Louisville, we had a ton of nonprofits reach out to us in St. Louis and Ann Arbor and Minneapolis, wanting us to bring the tournament to their cities as well. So this most recent March 2016, we hosted the tournament in 5 cities, and $1.5 million was raised for nonprofits in those cities. Pretty exciting statistic, and it's something that we measure our success by, because it's core to our mission. It is the percentage of donations made to participating nonprofits that are from new-time donors, right? So, first-time donors. So, core to our mission is helping nonprofits in these communities, nonprofits like yourself, meet new donors. We want new people in the community to know what your organization does, and we want them to support you financially in a fun way. And so, pretty cool statistic from 2016, 30% of the donations that nonprofits received in the tournament were from new donors, people that hadn't given to them before. They learned about them through Brackets for Good and liked what that organization was doing in the community and decided to step up and support them and cheer them on and support them in the tournament. So that was last year. 2017, we're growing. So just like the success we saw from 2015 to 2016, 2016 was so successful. Several organizations in different cities said, hey, this is awesome. We want to meet new donors. We want to raise money for our nonprofit. And we want to do it in a fun and different way. So we're expanding to 5 additional local markets, Miami being one of them. And then this is kind of a sneak peek for you guys. We haven't announced this to everybody yet, but there also will be a national tournament, a tournament where large nonprofit organizations will compete with the grand prize being $100,000 provided by AT&T. So more to come on that. We're really excited about that because AT&T plans to do a lot of advertising about brackets for good, which will have a trickle-down effect and will make local tournaments, the Miami tournament in particular, even more exciting and successful at reaching new donors and raising money for the causes of the organizations that participate. So from here, I'm going to jump in and show a quick demo of what the tournament will look like. I'll tell you a little bit more about what it'll look like, the timelines and things like that. And then next, I'll show you a little bit more about what you as a nonprofit, the tools that we provide you now to be successful in tournament. So give me just a second while I switch gears here. So hopefully you guys see my screen. This is the bracket from 2016. So this is just a demo environment. So it's a little bit crude. So I apologize for that. But I wanted to kind of show you guys what to expect in Miami. So Brackets for Good is a fundraising competition. It's a way for you to meet new donors, but also a way for your organization to activate current or existing supporters you have. And so what we do is we take 64 local organizations and much like the March Madness bracket, we match up organizations in brackets similar to this. And what happens is organizations, the supporters of those organizations compete to ensure that the organization that they like or that they support advances in the tournament. So the tournament is 5 weeks long, and organizations compete to see which organization can raise the most funds in that round. So for every dollar raised equals 1 point. The organization that raises the most points, so the most dollars, advances on to the tournament. And just like any other bracket-style tournament, that competition continues on until there's a champion is crowned. And in Miami, the Center for Social Change is providing an additional $10,000 in the form of an unrestricted grant to the winning organization. So I'll kind of walk you through a little bit more of what the bracket looks like. So again, we do this because we want local people in the community to learn about you and your, we want them to learn about your organization. And so we provide these, with your help, we build out these little profiles. So when people learn about the Brackets for Good tournament, they come to the bracket meeting and they can learn about different organizations. So picture your organization in here. There's information about missions and highlighted programs, stories, volunteer needs, all kinds of information. And it's a place that people in the community that maybe don't already support a nonprofit can come to the Brackets for Good tournament, learn about causes that are supporting the Miami community, find one that aligns with their values, and support them financially and help them move money in the tournament. to show you kind of that adds the excitement of the tournament. We call this the donor leaderboard. And so, again, we want to create a really exciting experience. We want to make Galactic be fun. And so we provide this view that that shows kind of adds a little more. Actually, it doesn't have a name in it. This is the demo environment, but companies, or excuse me, people that are supporting nonprofits in the tournament can come to this page and the tournament live and learn, which university is being the most philanthropic, which local company, which employees, which companies are being the most philanthropic, who's scoring the most points by zip code, who's being the most philanthropic by gender. Again, just kind of adding some fun and to the competition itself. Before I jump in and share the nonprofit locker room, I thought maybe I'd open that up for some questions.
And you unmuted us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, excellent. Okay. No questions?
I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I don't know if you covered this, but just so when you go from one level, from like let's say first round to second round, do you build off the same total, or does your total reset and then you start from zero again against your new opponent?
I'm really glad that you asked that, because I should have shared it. You're right. So the totals reset, and I should have also said this. So it's completely free for your organization to participate. You keep all of the money raised, whether you advance in the tournament or not. But you're absolutely right. In this matchup, once the round ends at Friday night at 8 p.m., the winner advances in the bracket, and then the points reset for the next round. That's a great question. Thank you. Any other questions?
What are the fees?
Oh, great question. So we try to keep this really low. We're a nonprofit ourselves, much less than the traditional like CrowdRise or other online fundraising sites. It's 4.7% plus 30 cents on every transaction. And most of that, so 2/3 of that, goes directly to Stripe for the credit card processing.
Is it what, 4.7%?
4.75 plus 30 cents?
Yeah, 4.7 plus 30 cents. Yeah.
Sorry, Tarjay, you're right.
And I should have talked to you this a little bit too. So just kind of the timeline for the tournament this coming March. What's going to happen? So between now and October 28th, it's open for nonprofits to register for free to participate. On November 1st, we'll send out an evaluation survey. We use that evaluation survey. It actually is built by the IU School of Public and Environmental Affairs, kind of their school of philanthropy, to determine who gets selected to participate in the tournament. So 64 Miami organizations or Miami area organizations will be chosen to participate, and they'll be placed in a bracket. And I should point out, in the bracket, we put the largest organizations in this division. So the largest being those with the most the biggest operating budget, the most staff members, because we try to match up like-sized organizations to make the competition fair. So the largest organizations a little bit smaller, and then the smallest organizations go in this division. So those selections of the nonprofits who are get to participate in the tournament, the selections will be announced just before Christmas break. And then the tournament will start February 24th. And then March 31st. If there aren't any other questions, I'm going to jump into another demo. This kind of a demo of the resources and the tools that we give to participating nonprofits to help them be successful.
No questions? Apparently no questions.
Great. So we call this the nonprofit locker room. So today we're going to be Joseph Maley Foundation. If your organization is selected to participate in the tournament, you'll get a locker room similar to this. This really is the place where your organization will manage your participation in the tournament. This kind of front, or this first screen here, shows kind of what we like to call the scoreboard. So total score, total dollars raised. This organization actually was the winner of the tournament in Indianapolis last year, and they did very well the year previously. They actually raised $161,000 through Breakfast for Good over the 3 years that they participated. And then this is the total number of donations they received. Also, in the locker room, you'll find information on recent donations that are made to your organization. So, one of the things we do, and the great way to this tab, again, our goal is to help use the excitement of a bracket style tournament to help you meet new donors, new people that care about what you care about, and care about the causes that you care about. And so we provide all of that data back to you, the nonprofit, and it's pretty robust. So our hope is you meet new people at the Breakfast for Good tournament, and then you can be good stewards of the supporters. They can support you through the years. So we provide an option for nonprofits to download filter data that includes name, email address, phone number, gender, discount, company they work for, the amount of money that they donated. Just a lot of information or data that you can use to, again, be the steward of that supporter, whether they're a long-time supporter or a new supporter of your organization. Next is the stat sheet. So on the bracket, I showed you those profiles about the different organizations. The profiles are used by people that come to Breakfast for Good, read about it in the news, or see a commercial about it, and they want to learn about the different nonprofits in Miami that are participating in the tournament. So you manage what your profile says about your organization through this page in the donor locker room. Contact information, so your logo, your mission, images are optional. You can highlight a program, share a story. Again, the goal here is to create more awareness about your organization to people who might not have supported you in the past, or they supported you in the past, but we kind of fallen off the radar. So this kind of gives you an opportunity to, again, tell your story. Next is what we call the playbook. So this has a lot of fun stuff. First, just kind of some rules, basic information about the tournament schedule. This is information from last year's tournament. But then also, social media is a really powerful way to, for your organization to be successful in the tournament. Engaging people who are already following you on social channels. And so, to help you do this and take some of the burden away, we pre-write tweets and Facebook posts already written with your name in it. So you can easily just copy and paste this information, post it on your media channels just to help you be successful in the tournament without having you to create all of this from scratch. Obviously, it's totally optional. You can use what you want, but our hope is by participating in the tournament, maybe learn a little bit more about social media marketing, and you have fun along the way. Again, we provide our partners with all kinds of information and then also logos and graphics that you can use, whether it's on the website or social media channels or printed piece, however you want to use it. It's totally open to you. We provide all kinds of logos and graphics. Next, this is really cool and actually pretty advanced marketing stuff. We built this tool that allows you to generate a link, use that link in some sort of donor solicitation, whether that's an email or social media post or anything you can imagine. And then our technology will measure how many people clicked that link, how many new donors it created, how many donations came through that link, and then the total number of donations that came through that link. So this organization did a really good job. They were sending out emails during the different rounds to their supporters, people that had already given to them in the past, and they were able to see how successful those emails were, not just by who opened it and clicked it, but how many donations actually came in, and how much money did this email help us raise. Again, this is a tool that's completely free for you guys to use. Our goal is to help organizations be more successful and raise money to help them maintain their mission. And lastly, and I'm almost done here, so featured tools. So we at Breakfast for Good partner with other companies to provide additional tools to participate in nonprofits. So Sigster is a partner of ours. They do the email signatures. It's really fun to provide their technology free to participate in nonprofits for 60 days. It allows you to put a little support us to Breakfast for Good message in your organization's email signature line. Also, I'm excited to announce, again, you guys are kind of getting a sneak peek at this. We partnered with an organization called MGive. If they're one of two of the text-to-give platforms in the United States here. And so this year we're excited to announce any organization that registers for Breakfast for Good and then fills out the evaluation survey will get 1 year free text-to-give from MGive. So more information to come on that. Again, our hope is to provide marketing and fundraising resources to nonprofits and do philanthropy in a fun, different way. I feel like I threw a lot at you guys. Any questions?
Questions?
Anybody?
They're ready to go. They're ready to sign up.
How do we get started?
So what's the criteria for selecting the nonprofits, the 64 in Miami?
Yeah, so any nonprofit can register to participate. And so the criteria only really comes in place if there's more than 64 organizations register to play. The only criteria is you need to be a 501c3 nonprofit that's in good standing with IRS in the Miami area for the Miami tournament.
Yeah, and you can't have a fiscal sponsor, correct? You need to be an official. You can't have a fiscal sponsor. You need to be an officially registered nonprofit.
Yeah, yes.
Reid, is it only Miami? Can the Fort Lauderdale, like all of Miami, dip Broward as well?
What's that?
Yeah, so for sure, we would say Miami area, and so that in Miami, Miami and Fort Lauderdale are so close, that would be the Fort Lauderdale as well, so all Broward County.
Over 64.
I missed the date of an event that you said in December. Can you repeat that? It was before you said the start date for the tournament?
Yeah, I didn't hear you completely clear. Can you ask your question one more time?
I missed a date that you said, I believe it was in December.
Oh, yeah, I'll go through the timeline again. So, if you guys haven't registered yet, you have 1 month. October 28th, registration closes. So, registering your nonprofit, it literally takes 2 minutes. We just need your EIN number, the name of your organization, and contact information. So that's October 28th. November 1st, we plan to, around November 1st, we plan to send out the evaluation survey. So that's a little bit more robust. We're just asking some questions, and that's what we use to make sure that we put the right organizations, match up the right organizations with each other. So that happens November 1st. That's due a little bit after Thanksgiving. And then December, before Christmas break, so December 16th approximately, we plan to announce the 64 organizations that will participate in the 2017 Miami tournament. And then that gives participating organizations a few months to kind of prepare, and then the tournament kicks off February 24th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, yeah, just ask it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My question to you is, so basically what you're doing is helping nonprofits, small nonprofits, pretty much, get known in the community and areas and generate a funding source that would carry over to assist that nonprofit, and also to be, like you said, something in it for all, something for the nonprofits, something for your organization as well. Is that pretty much what?
Yeah. So, Practice for Good really is made for small nonprofits. That's why we do what we do. In the past, there have been larger organizations, nonprofit organizations that have participated. A kind of interesting statistic from last year, organizations with operating budgets less than $2.5 million outperformed organizations budgets higher than that. So, and then kind of another fun story. So, we're talking about the bracket here. These are the largest organizations. Last year, in the 5 cities we're in, 4 of the 5 winners were organizations that were smaller organizations, not in kind of the Division 1 or the biggest organization bracket. So to answer your question directly, yes, I mean, our goal is to help you meet donors and to help your organization raise awareness in the community.
I understand the brackets. I wasn't really into college ball, but I saw a lot of my coworkers doing them, and so I totally understand the brackets. If I raise $5,000 in the first round and I advance to the second round and raise $4,000, and I lose in that second round, then I walk away from the table, I guess at the end of the tournament, with $9,000 less the fees of 3.7% plus 30 cents per transaction.
Yeah, exactly. So no matter how far you advance, you keep all of the dollars raised from all of the rounds.
Right. So.
And that's, we say everybody wins, and that really is the case. We've seen organizations raise tens of thousands of dollars and not be the winner. But they met a bunch of new donors, and they activated a bunch of their, board members or supporters that they've already had that kind of had gone cold. So, when great and it's exciting and you should go for it. But there can only be only one person wins the championship, but everybody wins by participating.
I get you. What is there any criteria for how you guys match up in that first round? Are you matching up by category or mission, or is it by just first come first serve, or is it alphabetical, or how is that?
Yeah, great question. So we're cause agnostic, so that doesn't play into it at all. In fact, our hope is to get more people involved in philanthropy, and the best way to do that is to provide them with options to learn about organizations that support all kinds of different causes. So the selection process and kind of the seeding in the tournament here is based on kind of two categories. First is size. So in the evaluation survey, we ask questions about operating budget, staff members, things like that. And that's just so we can decide which division a nonprofit best fits in. Being small is not bad. Being big is not bad. It just helps us match like such organizations. Next, we ask questions that help us rank nonprofits by their ability to raise funds online. And so we ask questions like, how many Twitter followers do you have? How many Facebook likes do you have? How many people are in your email list? And then again, the rank helps us select which organizations would be best to make the most of the tournament. Does that answer your question?
I think so. So it's you're doing it based on size, but not necessarily the mission. So if I'm a pediatric cancer foundation, I may get paired up with someone of my size that's still in my same space, pediatric cancer, or will you then try to not do will you try to put kind of honor a non-compete type thing for the first seed?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So we do take, I guess, mission into consideration. In 2015, I think it was in the third round, the Boy Scouts were matched up against the Girl Scouts in Indianapolis, which was actually very exciting, and they had a lot of kind of playful banter back and forth. It was just great for both of them. We take mission into consideration and try not to put too or very, very similar mission organizations against each other in the initial matchup. But there's the potential that organizations with similar missions could meet later in the tournament.
Well, then the obvious follow-up question is, who won in that round, the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts?
Yeah, the Boy Scouts won in that matchup.
Thank you.
I have another question for you.
Sure.
This is my first time coming to one of these meetings, and lucky for me, I caught it on the internet.
Okay.
I have a nonprofit program for children, and it's very small, and it doesn't have an operating budget, pretty much to say, and it doesn't have people working in it. It's not big like that. So
Sure.
with me coming here for information and a little bit of education on what you're providing, I wanted to know basically how would a program like that fit into what you have, what you're offering? Because I mean, I can't see myself in competition with the organization like the Heart Foundation or Cancer Foundation, or those foundations that's getting buku money from big organizations out there versus small little programs that's barely staying afloat. So, I'm just curious of how that could be, because see, when I go out and I start working, I treat my program just like if I'm saving somebody's life. That's my attitude I take with my program. And if I go out there and I hustle, and talk and get people motivated to donate, and again now, I'm still not on the level with everybody else because we're not on the same level. But I'll go out there and I'll put my best effort forth and raise money and get organizations to donate money, but still don't even make it to the list to be
You
one
gotta
of the
make it 5
people.
weeks too.
You see, to be one of the people considered to be a program that would be in the race period, because I'm not on a certain criteria.
Well, if you're accepted, you still get money.
Yeah, so, there are a lot of organizations that participated this last year that literally have no paid staff.
Okay, okay,
Brackets were good, and that's why we make things so easy and provide pre-written Facebook posts and things like that. We want organizations that don't have staff, or maybe only have a volunteer that's a part-time volunteer that does some marketing or some fundraising. Organizations without staff or operating budgets participate in the tournament every year, and we don't kick them out of the tournament or prevent them from participating because organizations are small.
okay.
Like, if you get accepted into the bracket for it, like the whole thing,
Mhm.
like, you can go out there and hustle and get money, and you could potentially get, let's say, $2,000 to $5,000, even if you don't move forward, you walk away with that money.
The other thing is the tools that they're providing, between
Right.
getting
Got
a
it.
profile, getting the exposure on the island of
Yeah.
brackets for good, that
Okay.
some of those tools may be
Right.
valuable to someone like yourself.
So like, let's just say you don't make it to the next bracket, you only make it the first week, but you still raise money and walk away with something.
Got it. Okay. I got a better picture now,
Mhm.
because I was sitting here completely scrambled up here. Like, I was in another, planet, and what you all were saying around me was floating around. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Well, that's why he was saying that, like, there's some organizations that, so like, at the end, if you win the tournament, you get $10,000 that's sponsored by the Center for Social Change, correct?
Right.
You could raise more than $10,000 by the end of the 5 weeks. That's just like an added bonus to what you already raised.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the clarity, because, again, I came in here with no lack of understanding on what you were offering. Now I have a better understanding here, and that was part of what I needed to know.
That's why you're here.
That was part of what I needed to know what you was offering.
Did you freeze?
I think he's
He's frozen.
He's frozen at
No,
smile.
he's like-
He was extremely happy when
Alright, keep going, Reid. We thought you had frozen.
Did he?
No.
He's moving.
He's live.
He's moving, maybe he can't hear us.
Can you hear? Can you?
I can hear you, but I'm not sure. Say it again.
Oh, we were just, she
Sorry,
said
I
thank you for the
understand.
clarity, and,
Okay.
And we
Yeah.
thought he had frozen.
and then we thought you froze because you're just sitting there smiling.
Yeah, just smiling.
Right.
That was my last question to you that got you like that.
It's okay. He's just a happy guy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy I'm here in Indiana.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, good. I'm glad that you understand it better. Yeah. Any other questions?
So to register, we go to miami.bfg.org/city.
Yep. And then we can share the link. You can actually go in. If you just go to bfg.org and actually I'm logged in already, so it's more show here. You can register your nonprofit. You'll see it on the homepage. There's a link where you can register your organization. bfg.org. You'll be able to find the registration.
We're almost done.
Alright.
Alright, so if that's it, maybe we can just take like a group picture. We can get Reid bigger on the screen. Can we do that?
I'll take my headphones off.
Let's do that.
think you can.
So, yeah, can everyone sort of come up to the front?
So I can move your video circle.
You did the bubble bigger earlier.
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah, just take a picture.
Yeah, I think if you stop the screen sharing, then you'll show up larger.
Okay, yeah, everyone go up.
Yeah.
There it is. Alright.
Very nice.
Nice.
It's very dark though. I mean, it's gonna look really big.
Weird, but yeah, we'll make it work.
Wait, hold on, I'll put this down.
Yeah, he does look like
Get
you're wearing
closer,
your older
get
brother.
closer, get in there, get in there. Come
Yeah, we really.
I don't wanna go out there.
Andrew,
You're
can you take a
perfect.
picture of us? Thanks. Brian, get in there.
I'm getting in there.
You helped make this
Okay.
possible. Alright, get a little closer. Come closer.
Everybody
Shorter
squeeze.
people in the front, shorter people in the front.
Everybody squeeze.
Short people in the front.
Don't make me stand in the
I
front.
don't know where
If you can make sure we get this guy up here. I know it's a little, well, hold on, wait, I'm gonna hold. Oh, let me get a bigger copy.
Are you getting Naomi?
Hold on.
We're waiting on Naomi.
Okay.
Your practice shot.
Ta-da.
All right, get to the right. Perfect.
You
Smile.
got him too?
I got him too, but he's gonna be pale.
You can't help it.
Not even South Florida.
Low
All
five.
right,
All right,
and then
there you go.
we'll do a silly one, ready?
All right,
Yeah,
you
just
two on the screen.
All right.
Did you get it?
You moved. Guy on the screen, you
Did you get the
moved.
city one?
Smile. Okay, one more silly one. Hi.
Okay.
There we go. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you.
Good work.